Hi Aquarius, welcome to your general tarot tune-in. So we're going to dive right into your reading to see your challenge position, what's coming toward you, and your advice. Okay, my dear Aquarius, wow, grounding your reading, 5 of Pentacles. You could be in a situation where you are finding yourself left out in the cold, maybe not included. Maybe there was like a get-together, you know, if you were invited or not, even if you were present, maybe there was some like disconnection. Yeah, even the like loss of faith, loss of trust, loss of hope. As I was sitting down to do your reading, I was meditating on your energy, and I kept getting the sentence or the question, can I trust this person? So Aquarius, you might be finding yourself asking yourself, can you trust this person? There's a particular person that you're dealing with. Wow, yeah, Magician in reverse in your advice. Interesting. Yeah, there could be some bad intentions, ill intentions being directed towards you. Yeah, this is clarity. You're not making it up. You're not imagining things. There's somebody in your energetic field that could have some like jealousy towards you. So it's almost like any opportunity that they get to make you feel bad or disclude you, or it's very childish, very high school, very mean girls. Yeah, I remember the last reading that I did for you, there was that sense of, oh shoot, what was it? I have to go back in my notes. So you had, yeah, somebody that was sending you like bad energy, like intentionally, you know, the demons that they sent to you, like they work for you now. You're very good at transmuting energy, deflecting energy because of your ability to detach. You're very detached, you're very cool and level-headed, but for some reason this like triggers this particular person that's been in your energetic field the past few weeks or months. So okay, in your challenge position, you've got the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Yeah, I don't really like this Page of Wands here in this deck. He looks a little bit suspicious, a little bit like he's up to no good. So, you know, I think you have to start taking things at face value. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, somebody who's very flighty. They like to be the center of attention. This could be like a subordinate, somebody that works for you, an employee. They don't respond well to your leadership for whatever reason. You trigger them, and they're kind of like, they don't care about being a little bit ghetto or getting a little bit dirty when it comes to like pulling other people down to their energy. Like misery loves company, you know. You can kind of like sweet talk this person, be very kind, be very nice, but some people are just set in their ways. They're not going to grow up. Yeah, can you trust this person, Aquarius? The answer I'm getting is no. Yeah, you're going to want to keep distance as much as you can, avoid them like the plague. It's one of those things where you're going to have to give them enough space and step out of their way, so they can begin, and I hate to say it this way, but like kind of like redirect their energy elsewhere. It's almost like you have a target on your back. Yeah, you're almost like in a place where like everything was going really well, and this is the universe just testing you. It's testing your boundaries. It's testing your ideologies about like being a humanitarian, that unconditional love. Yes, you can have it, but from afar, especially with this individual that you're dealing with. If your spidey senses are tingling, or they were tingling right now, it might be like alarm bells going off, ambulance, siren, fire trucks. Your intuition is like screaming at you. Yeah, they could be triggering you, you know, okay, you might want to look into like protection spells as well. What's coming toward you? You've got the Ten of Pentacles. So you are, yeah, Ten of Pentacles to the Knight of Cups. This is a good energy. So, you know, you are like financially stable. You could be like in a romantic partnership. Like all these things like are working out well in your life. They're going in the right direction, that you have like worked hard to steer your life in this direction. But the Eight of Swords here, it's like you're almost seeing these things as traps, because you can't leave this situation where this person is bringing you like bad vibes, bad energy. I feel like the more you feed into it with the Two of Swords here, yeah, it's a tough one, because it's almost like you can't escape this situation. You're stuck in it because it's like a work environment, something to do with family, like somebody that's not easily avoidable, somebody that you run into on a regular basis, on a daily basis. You could be being called to like look inwardly, in terms of like, you know, your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. You know, others are you pointed outwards, if that makes sense. This is going to be like a big cycle that you're breaking once you get out of this. This is like a karmic loop, ancestral loop. You know, these are like feelings that lead people to like war, you know, just like somebody doesn't like somebody else for whatever reason, because they're a little bit like ignorant or projecting. You know, that's the perfect word that I can use right now. This person's projecting onto you and they're triggering you in turn. So it's almost like a retaliation of like back and forth. It's a very uneasy energy. Yeah, grounding your energy, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you're gonna want to start like protecting yourself energetically, spiritually. Call in that divine guidance, divine protection. Sorry, my cats. It's a beautiful spring morning, so they want to go outside. Yeah, sing me the song of your people. Okay, in your advice, you've got the Strength, the Magician in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, the Strength here, traditionally, this is like surrendering. Surrendering takes a lot of strength, because you're not being drawn into that other person's energy. You're not going down to their level. You're surrendering to the situation. I feel like this person, they get a rise out of bullying people. They could be like an adult bully. They never really learned their lesson from high school or childhood. Nobody has ever really set them in their place. They could have like narcissistic, psychopathic tendencies, sociopathic tendencies. They just don't have that empathy. Yeah, you're gonna want to like find it somehow in your ability to draw upon this energy of like surrendering to the situation, because it is going to be in your immediate environment, in your circle, something that you can't quite escape. With the Magician and the Four of Pentacles here in the reverse, this is a little bit concerning. This is falling in your advice though. This could be like a projection of like your own fears of like black magic, or like superstitions like coming to play, coming to light. You know, like I said, the outside world is a projection of your inner world. You could have some like deep-seated fears of like being bullied, you know, people putting like curses on you, people just giving you like the evil eye. That's something that you might want to look at, something that you might want to heal. Again, calling in the divine order, divine protection, you know, calling in upon your angels. And if there is an opportunity to leave the situation, you know, talk to your partner, talk to, you know, your management, see if there's a way that you can kind of like physically like change your schedule, or, you know, be away from this like person who triggers these things in you, or, you know, offers that like mirror. It's like reflecting something within you that requires some type of shadow work. Yeah, and it's like not something pleasant that you want to hear. It could be like a manifestation of something that you don't trust within yourself. You know, you might have dabbled in some type of like spell work, something like years ago, you know, and it's just kind of stayed like deep seated in your subconscious now. And there's this fear perhaps of like, it coming back to bite you, but it's not. It's just like a projection of that fear, and this person is like acting it out in real time in front of your eyes. I'm gonna get one card from the Romance Angels Oracle deck just to ground out and close your reading. Children. Yeah, this is like a deep-seated childhood trauma. Your love life is being affected by children. Yeah, it could be something like in your family life, something connected to your partner, something like in that circle, something in your environment. Yeah, it could be like something that happened in childhood. It's coming out. There's a lot of shadow work that needs to be like taken place, looking at things, you know, and sitting with it, transmuting the fear, journaling, talking to someone, you know, talking to somebody that you trust. Okay, I'm going to close out your reading with one card from the Divine Animals Oracle. Number 26, Ancestors, Polar Bear. Yeah, this could be like something ancestral that you're healing, the ancestral lineage, something that has like been going on for generations. Like I said, these are like the types of feelings of like boundaries being crossed, whether they're real or imaginary. These are the things that like start wars, that start like disputes, that get like blown out of proportion. So I feel like it's falling on you now to heal this part of yourself. Even if you escape the situation somehow, it might continue to follow you until it's healed within yourself. Healing happens in cycles. You're healing. Your responsibility now essentially is just to heal the most like raw aspect of it, to create safety within yourself, some type of like discipline, routine, some type of boundary, and then also like surrendering, you know, like maybe let the person know, you know, you have to kind of like read into your own situation, but if you're able to vocalize some type of boundary, even getting the law involved if you do have to get a restraining order, that is pretty extreme. But sometimes, you know, you have to read the situation carefully. Like, safety is not something to be played around with. Can start off very small, but sometimes it tends to escalate. Do a background check on this person, you know, see if they have a history of, you know, other things like violence. Okay, my dear Aquarius, I don't want to frighten you. This is what's coming up in the reading. And, you know, it's that same type of energy from your last reading. You are able to transmute, but there's some healing that needs to happen right now. Okay, I hope this helped, my dear Aquarius, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.